Samita Kulkarni. I welcome you all in this new academic year 2020-2021. Till last year, you all have studied science as general science. You have not bifurcated it as the chemistry, physics and biology. But this year, we are going to bifurcate your lessons as physics, chemistry and biology. The lessons which are related with physics are going to deal with the other teacher, chemistry other teacher and biology I am going to deal with. So I think you have understood actually how we are going to bifurcate your textbook. Now we are going to see what is biology actually. Okay, so biology is, we can define the biology as, it is the branch of biology, branch of science which deals with living organisms and their interactions with the environment. This is nothing but biology, that it actually deals with the living organisms and their interaction with the environment, their interaction with the non-living things, their interaction with the natural resources like water, air, soil, etc. That is nothing but biology. So the chapters which are related with living organisms are coming under the section biology and we are going to learn that chapters. So what are that chapters? From your textbook there are in all 6 chapters which come under the section biology. What are that 6 chapters? First is crop production and management. Second is microorganisms. Friend or foe. Foe means enemy here. Whether the microorganisms are our friend or they are our enemies, that we are going to study. Then the third lesson is conservation of plants and animals. These 3 lessons are there for term 1. Lesson 1 crop production and management, lesson 2 microorganisms friend or foe, and third conservation of plants and animals are there for your first term. For your second term you have lesson number 8 cell structure and function, lesson number 9 reproduction in animals, and lesson number 10 reaching the age of adolescence. These 3 lessons are there in your second term. As and when the lessons are going to come for teaching, that time I am going to give you details about that lessons. First we will concentrate on first term lessons. Lesson number 1 crop production and management, lesson number 2 microorganisms friend or foe, and 3 conservation of plants and animals. So these 3 are the biology lessons which I am going to deal with. So we will start with our lesson number 1. So be firm on your places, take your notebook and pen in your hand, and let's begin with the exciting session of biology. And for that I am going to start with lesson number 1 crop production and management. So we all know that we need food to live and food to stay alive. Then why food is so necessary? What are the functions of food? Yes, we do our day-to-day activities, we move, we run, we eat, we write, we learn, we listen. So all these activities which we do, for that we require energy, and that energy is given to us by food. So the first and important function of food is it provides energy for doing various day-to-day activities. So food is very important. Then the second very important function of food is it actually helps in our growth and development. See, when you were baby, that time your height and weight is not same like what you have now, right? So what happened? Because you consumed food, the cells are built up in your body, and because of number of cells goes on increasing in your body, your height and your weight is increased, right? So that is nothing but growth and development, and for this growth and development food is very, very important. So that is the second important function of food. Then the third important function of food is nothing but it protects us against various diseases. Nowadays the COVID-19 pandemic is going on, and everybody is telling us to build your immunity because vaccine is not available, right? So how we are going to build our immunity? By eating food. Vitamins and minerals which are there in the food provides us protection against the diseases. They improve our immunity. So these are the important functions of food. So where do we get this food from? That was a lesson. I hope you might be remembering that we are having this lesson in 6th standard where we get this food from. So we get the food from plants and animals, right? We get the food from plants and animals. These are the sources of food for us, right? We eat various products of plants, various products of animals, and then we get the food, and then we get the nutrition, right? So this food we are going to concentrate first on food from plants, okay, and that we are going to study in detail in our first lesson, that is nothing but crop production and management. Under this we are going to study how the crops are taken, how they are managed, what are their different seasons, what are the various agricultural practices which farmers perform on the field, and how they are managed, how they are transported, how they are harvested. Everything in detail we are going to study in this lesson. So in this lesson, if you might have read at least first page of your textbook, or you might have started with that, then you might have read about two children in the textbook that are nothing but Paheli and Bujo. This Paheli and Bujo are going to take us through the journey of this textbook. They are going to raise various questions, they are going to answer various questions, their teacher is going to answer, I am also going to answer your various questions through of this lesson. So let us begin with the first lesson, crop production and management, right? So we get the food from plants, and these plants are called as crops. When they grow on fields, we call them as crops. In Marathi we call them as peak, right? So these crops, so what are these crops? We can define the crops as same kind of plants grown on same piece of land. So crops are nothing but same kind of plants grown on same piece of land. Only one piece of land, say 1 acre of land is there. On that all the plants of wheat are grown. All the plants are of wheat. No other plant is grown on that piece of land. Only wheat. So all that plants together called as wheat crop. So it is called as the crop. Same kind of plants grown on same piece of land is nothing but crop. So various types of crops are You also might be knowing many of them. You may answer them. Like wheat is there, rice is also called as paddy. The other name as crop, it is said as paddy. So you can give the examples of crop as wheat, paddy, that is nothing but rice. Then soybean, sugarcane, cotton, etc. These are the various examples of crops. So I'm going to stop here today, and in our next sessions we are going to learn various agricultural practices by which these crops are grown and harvested, that we are going to study in our next upcoming sessions. So up till now, whatever I have taught you, I hope you understood it. Just revise it one more time, read it from the textbook and revise. So I hope you understood all these things. Thank you.